not. Yep. There it is. Mute you. Skip the ad. What is up, y'all? How y'all doing? Those of you who are here. I need to get my little chat. Oh, a lot of y'all are here. What's up? Luke's coming. He's setting something up over.
Oh, you have to write the sign backwards because it inverts it.
Oh, use the front-facing camera. OMG, hi. OMG, morning. You should be able to flip the camera around. Sorry. We noticed people on TikTok will do, like, they'll say that they're live on another platform by going live on TikTok, and the title is that they're live on another platform, but then they just point it toward, like, a piece of paper that says we're live on YouTube or something. And so that's what Luke's doing right now. So, hi. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, Matthew is behind on the couch. Excuse behind, you know.
Yeah.
And here's Luke. Hi, Eric. Hi, Katie and Leanne. Man, y'all are here. Owen, what's up?
Hold on, I gotta get on.
How was your... Right oh, so yeah, we're jumping right into this. R.I.P. Matthew passed away. Scotty, did you guys watch... Yes, we did watch the Apple Watch event. I'm excited about the new Apple Watch.
But I wanted it to be a phone release. I didn't...
I know. I just...
Okay.
See, I pay for the iPhone every year plan, right? So it's up now to be able to do... It's able right now to be able to update. So normally this event would have been an iPhone. We knew...
And I would have gotten a new phone.
And I would have gotten a new
because
phone.
I get a new phone every time a new one's released.
Right. But because they didn't release a new phone, it's not going to be till October probably.
It's frustrating.
It's a little frustrating.
Hopefully.
Matthew Jones, what were you steamed about?
I'm typing it.
Oh, typing
He's
it.
typing it.
He's typing it in.
Don't talk about a watch for 8 years.
It did. It was
really
like a
did.
long, and I was like, okay, maybe they're just dragging it out because like the iPhone release is gonna not be that big of an update or something. But then they just didn't talk about the
I
phone.
kept on refreshing Twitter all day, and it was just only stuff about the watch.
And you were like,
Oh, so you knew already?
listen.
Yeah, we watched it live, and I was like, come on,
Wait.
y'all.
Oh my gosh, you did the how to get someone's attention thing on TikTok at all. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had fun doing that. That was interesting.
It was a really random thing. We did it like
We
half
saw somebody
speed.
do it, and we were
Yeah.
like, that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Morning.
Morning. Matthew Jones morning.
I did want to talk about tonight.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Is it said we just got home from our first ever ballet lesson. We're 27. That's for anybody who doesn't know who we are.
And we are feeling it.
We are feeling it. I think it was really interesting because we got to do it with the ballet lesson we got to do with Fisher, and then we went on and did a Broadway jazz class that we got to do with Fisher and Mitch from the Jester Bros. And it was really fun because we were like the only grown men in the ballet class. It was me, Luke, and Fisher, and then it was a bunch of like 10-year-old girls, which was totally fine, and they danced circles around us, but not Fisher, Luke and I. But
Simeon said they hinted at it at a September 30th event, so it's coming in 2 weeks. So hopefully
Matthew passed away back there.
Matthew passed.
He said 2 weeks. That's too long. I'm gonna pass away
That's too
instead.
long.
Anyway, so
Too soon. How's everybody doing? Okay, sorry. So we got to it with Fisher, which was really cool.
Huge. And so I got to be on a bar right next to Fisher. Originally,
I did not.
Luke was on a different bar at a different area, and we
like,
just did bar work today. Apparently, we were supposed to do bar and floor, like center floor, and then the little girls go on and do point, but boys don't learn point. I mean, you can, but you
some
can't.
guys do, but
you can't perform it.
But you're
I mean,
not. It's not traditional.
Not traditional.
And we have a very traditional teacher, and so
Yes.
we would not be accepted.
So anyway, we tonight just did. It's the first day of the class, first class of the year of this semester, and we were all kind of hi Allison. We were all getting kind of acclimated, and Luke and I know, like, we went in there and we were there early to do some paperwork stuff, and so we met Lisa, the teacher, early.
She was so cool.
And she was really cool. She's like, as Fisher calls her, an angry Russian. I don't really get those vibes from her at all.
Yeah, I mean,
she's firm, and she's going to
just-
teach you exactly how she wants it done.
She knows what she wants,
But she's not mean about it.
No.
No,
At least not to us. She hasn't, not yet.
I mean,
Anyway, we'll
it's the
see.
first day of class. She has some grace, I think, for people. But
Well, and I walked into the class before anybody else got there, and I said, "Hey, my name's Luke." We introduced ourselves, and then I said, "We have 8 years of jazz, and
No ballet.
No ballet. So mold us into who you want us to be, or whatever." She goes, "Oh, that's great." I said, "Okay." That's
so as long as she says as long as you're willing, it's
Yeah.
gonna work. So she was really good. I'm really honestly Luke and I all day were really nervous, and we
Really
texted some
anxious.
friends and we're like, please pray for us. We were really anxious, and Matthew even told us right before we left. He was like. Listen, you're just gonna come home and be jabbering on about how much you loved it all, and he
You'll
was
have
right.
nothing to worry
Yeah.
about. You have nothing.
You have nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but that's the beauty of
Right.
a new class, a new teachers, new things,
environments, new people.
Yeah. And it was really, really special and fun to be able to do it with Fisher and Mitch, and
Yeah.
that was, I think, probably.
Well, it's cool too
the
because
most
Mitch's mom is the one who actually reached out to us and said, "Hey, you should take my class, my Broadway
Broadway
class.
class, yeah.
class. I think you'd really, really enjoy it. And I think you'd be really good at a good fit for our class." And so that's what made us kind of start looking into it, which was really cool.
And then Fisher encouraged us to
and
take ballet,
even
which
to take
was
more.
good.
Which now
And
I'm wishing I took even all night long.
I wish I
signed
did
up for everything.
like all 5 classes on Tuesday nights, but we would have to push this to later. But
What?
it's probably looking thinner than Luke. I don't know. I'm looking pretty. No, I'm not.
Maybe. But look at your face though.
I don't know.
Look.
I think it's just this angle on this camera because Luke goes to the.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What
It's
if you
also
are?
listen. It's also a really high angle, so it flatters me. You do have a generally rounder face than I
I do. I have a weirder like poke out of my jaw. And
Yeah,
then I, like,
which I'm a
go
little
to
jealous
point.
of. But as I lose weight, I'm not jealous because I like this.
You like a yes,
This
but
level.
Paul is traditionally when we were younger for sure. He was
Thinner
thinner.
faced,
He has
yeah.
like a more slender face. So
My
I had a rounder
shoulders.
face.
Maybe it's a slick haircut. That's true. And Luke's is a little messy right now. Luke's hair is a little messy, and I just showered. So we were all like rushing to get this thing set up because we just got back from dance, and then we were like rushing to get stuff done.
Too soon to be nervous.
Yes.
True. That's like the point of me being nervous is it's too soon.
Yes.
And I know that it won't like
Thank you, Simeon. I appreciate that though.
just two snazzy boys.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, is it me or is it Paul?
My God.
Gauntlet skeletons. Yeah, spooky season. Actually, I should show these. This is off topic, but these are really cool. We got these from our friend Rachel when she was in town.
Yeah, we got spooky little pumpkins.
Spooky little pumpkin.
My friend Rachel got spooky little pumpkins.
She is. It's funny. She
She
actually
made
has a
them.
degree in the culinary arts.
But then she's been remodeling at home instead.
Yeah, she just
all
quit-
documenting
quit.
it on her.
Oh yeah, you should go follow her on Instagram. She's really popping.
Instagram.
I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's something with Wixen, right? Either way, they're these cutie little pumpkins that have just like a nail and then yarn and some.
Some cuties.
It's just really minimal and me. I like it.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's so cute.
It's all spooky vibes.
A little spooky.
Anyway, I thought that I don't know what
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, we're okay. So I was feeling rather. So this is the first time I've gone to a new, like, technical class. Like I've gone to other like random classes, like we did Empire a little bit, and we've done a few things here and there. But this is the first time going to like a new school and like it being something that I was committing to for like a long period of time.
Yeah.
And so going, I was like, I'm coming from a place where I'm pretty good and I'm really comfortable, and I'm moving to a place where nobody knows me. They don't know what I can do or what I've like. What
and
I'm
we're stepping
able
into
to
a
do.
whole new
And
style.
it's a new style. Ballet is completely different than jazz in some ways, and terminology-wise, there's similarities, so you can kind of follow along. But
Yeah.
but just so much different muscle memory that I'm not used to, and a lot of it's foundational. And
Brianna, y'all must be amazing at ballet. Oh no. Au contraire.
I would say that
We kept up.
I was better than I thought I would be,
Yeah.
and that was encouraging to me. I'm moldable, and that's one
Yes.
thing that like I was like, oh okay. This is the first thing. This is all brand new. My arms don't know what to do, and I don't know all the traditional things that it seems like everybody in the class knows.
A whole new world, 1992, if you know what I mean.
Yes, a whole new world.
Or if you will.
Yes. So.
Sorry. No.
Anyway.
So it's just like there's things that are just like common knowledge. Like if you take the basics
about
of
ballet when you're young,
that like
that
on
we
that
never
5, 6, 7,
learned.
8 that you go out, in, up, out on the bar. And it's like you do that every time you start a new.
And so I kind of picked it
progression.
up by watching everyone around me,
Yeah.
but they never told us to do that. So regardless, we
What did we hope to accomplish by the end of class? That's a good question. Continue with what you were saying.
Oh, sorry. That's a good question. So learning all those little nuances, things that are like, oh, we do this and we do this. And she was so gracious with us. Like, she was not pointing us out, but she would come by and help if you needed.
Point your toe.
Point your toe, yeah.
Straighten your legs. And then I was standing next to Fisher, and Fisher has done it for a while. And so he was able to be
But
like...
has he...
I mean, not a ton, but he at least knew the basics of ballet.
Yeah, so he was able to...
he was able to... And he knows enough to kind of keep going. But he would tell me when I was doing things wrong, or if I was like getting like lost in the thing, or if I was like even just like slightly bending my knee at certain parts. Like, you're supposed to do these like points, and then you like drag them in, but
you don't bend your knee
at all. And what the point is that you pull through right here on your hip, and then here, and so you're pulling straight through, really slow, and everything is turned out, which is not my strong point. Honestly, Simeon, to answer your question, the thing I wanted to accomplish by the end of this class today was not to suck. And I didn't really suck. I didn't do great, and I didn't look good, but I kept up better than I thought I would.
Yes.
And so next week, my goal is to continue to, like, each class to learn like one terminology, and then to continue specifically with my arms. My arms, like, there's a lot of things that are like they call them point of references. So if she tells you to follow your point of reference, that when you do things out to the side, like your arm goes out to the side, but it's like relaxed
forward,
here, but firm here, showing those muscles, but also like relaxed, but also really firm.
But not like this. But
No,
you're like
but it's isometrically.
Like your pinkies or your side of line.
Yes,
You know?
but that means that if you were to run a genre out to the side, which just means to fan out, your head would also follow your pinky.
Oh, yeah, because I was not.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that either. And then
Yeah.
there's things where you go like all the way around and then down.
Which, that was really fun, actually. It was interesting
loved it.
because I couldn't watch the teacher the whole time because of where I was standing, but I was surrounded by little girls who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I would just follow them.
Listen, though, I was following the girl in front of me who looked like she knew what she was doing,
And she
and
did.
Fisher kept telling me not to watch her.
Oh.
He didn't say that, but he was implying that.
Correcting you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he would watch me do things that I was like following her to do, and he's like, "That's more staccato than it is like
Yeah, when you do a step
adagio."
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then she would give the note later, and I was like, "Oh,
Hooray for not sucking, Matthew. Dancing girl, like that.
yeah."
Yeah.
Well,
I
I just love that Matthew's.
know, it's so funny. I wanted to accomplish feeling confident in the space, not confident, feeling comfortable in the space. And I knew going in that I wasn't going to feel comfortable right at first. I don't like to go in and do things that I'm not good at. I think a lot of people have that fear of like sucking or like putting some kind of worth in the fact that like, oh, I'm not that
a
good.
failure, or
But then I was
not
texting my friend Kevin, and I said something about like
He's on.
He is, yes. I said something about I just need to get out of my head and
Matthew
realize that I'm going not. I think I told Matthew this too, but I'm going not to
Be good.
Be good. I'm going to be better. So I should kind of not be good at the beginning, so that I have somewhere to go.
Well,
like
even
if I'm just
so like
good.
the Broadway jazz class that we're in is actually kind of like for our age is pretty low. Honestly, I'm happy where it's at. The way she teaches is like I've just got to relearn how to learn from her, which is like totally cool.
'Cause
I'm
I
actually,
love
like,
that.
so excited. And it was really good tonight. I really enjoyed it, but it's much faster paced. Which, to be fair, we have shorter class periods than we're used to with like Becky. But so within that, she's like throwing choreography at us like so quick.
So
It
quick
is
to
just
us, but to
gone.
other people, it seems like they just know it. Although most of the people in that class already know this dance, but
Yeah.
because
they were relearning.
those of us learning, I was like,
Yeah.
how is everyone just getting this? Like,
And
this
she
is
was
crazy.
basically talking to us like, well, I'll assess you, and then we'll see where to actually place you.
Because
Because there's like
there's-
a Broadway intermediate and a Broadway advanced that we're not in. We're in
Broadway level 4.
4.
So and that's all the same night. She was like, oh yeah, we'll just push you into that if we need to.
And I was
so
like,
that's
well, I'm okay
good.
right now.
That's a good goal to have, like in something to accomplish in this year-long commitment that we've made to them, because it's a whole.
If that does happen, we
9-month
may
process,
have to adjust the timing of the live stream.
because they are later in the night.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that goes. But
And if we do, I wonder if we can ask her if we could just add those, pay for because we're already going to be there,
right.
So like, see if we
have
can just
ballet
like
earlier.
continue to take 4 and then intermediate if we can,
Well,
or even advanced. And
That's
then
something
just
we'll have to talk to the office
yeah.
about. But
I don't know if they'll let us add all of those.
regardless, I'm really excited. It's going to be a great
Leanne,
time.
I actually don't know how they handle performances. I don't think that these classes actually have like recitals. I don't know that.
All of the
We are
recitals
learning
that we know
routines.
yeah.
But
All
I
the
don't
recitals
know.
that we know about are for high school and below, and so typically the adults are not included.
And those are actually dance teams that are auditioned out of the classes. So we're in the academic side of it, and then within those the instructors would choose students.
Which is sad, but also they have an entire so this studio has an entire
Huge.
theater side, and they also work really closely with Shawnee Mission Theater Park and other theaters in the city. So they have a great reputation with theaters in the city. So we could be auditioned out of this or
Into
get
shows.
We could network into shows in a sense
Yeah.
through this, but there's not necessarily I'm not learning something in order to perform it. I'm performing it in class
that we know of.
that we know of at this point.
No one's told us that.
But also,
what's up, Mariah?
it just
Thanks
seems
for
like it's
joining.
a little bit different.
Yeah.
Our stuff with Becky, we'll usually have one once every other year or every year.
Or every year,
We'll
yeah.
do an actual bigger performance where we've performed the things we were learning. Whereas this seems more like, we're going to teach you a whole song, and then we're going to move on and teach you another song. And I'm like, that's great. I love music choreography.
Yeah,
So
it's actually really good for my brain. But
It's great.
it was like for me, I am okay. It's a problem because I'm a very in stress. Paul goes to the 7 goes to a 1, which is just helpful if you understand the Enneagram to understand the perfection of what I want it to look like. Like I want to be perfect. But I also in learning am stressed out and therefore want to know every small, minute movement. Are my hands relaxed here? Are they out in a long jazz line, which means
That's when he's
lower?
stressed out. And so Mariah and I will joke sometimes because there's statistics, not statistics, the stereotypes in dance class, and Paul's is the one that needs to know every little detail. And he'll be like, wait, so if my... last night you did it, and that's why I turned to Mariah and said, have you ever seen those TikTok videos where they talk about dancer stereotypes?
Yes.
And then you were like, what y'all talking about? That's a dancer stereotypes. And
I was like, okay.
And you're like, okay. But I was actually talking about you being the one that needs to know there's a dance
It's
stereotype.
a problem. I know.
It's
Because then even tonight,
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
I don't
Is
know.
my hands like this
I don't-
or like this?
I don't know if Anne. Well, the one girl asked a really good question though. She told us to do this flexed backwards.
It doesn't matter what it was.
Whatever it was.
But yes.
But we did this thing, and she didn't specify arms. The girl who was demonstrating it did something with her arms, but she never specified. And so this little girl, just asked, "Ma'am, is that with our hands flexed or straight out to the side?" She's like, "Oh, you have a flexed foot." She's like, "No, your arms." She's like, "Oh, yes, flex your hands." And then it was just really, really quick. It was the girl that just needed to know what was going on. And
Yep. It was awesome.
whose toes are those? Those are actually fingers, and that's Matthew Moore. He's our roommate.
Those are his toes.
Those are his toes over yonder.
And he's on the stream as well.
Never mind. He's actually on the stream. His name, Matthew
How
Moore.
are you today?
We're doing just
We're
fine.
doing okay.
We're doing
Matthew Feather is such a cute little emoji.
Yeah, Paul definitely goes to a 1 and dance
does
sometimes.
sometimes.
And
It's
I'm
true.
sorry. I do. I really do. There he is. There he is.
Mr. Jones.
Morning.
Never mind,
For those of you who are confused, it's actually evening. It's not morning. We just like to say that. Matthew on fire. Anyway, so it was honestly a really solid class, and I was really excited about it. And I did feel like I was pushed, which is really good. We did this really cool workout thing, right? So we started our Broadway class in the first 3 songs.
Yeah, she was like, okay, everybody lay down, and her daughter, who's Mitch's older sister, was going to do abs with everyone, and she did these terrible abs, but they were so
terrible
good.
in the best way.
They were so good. Not I'm not saying they were so bad. They were so bad.
I like the end of this lining. Whoa.
They were
It was just it was a lot.
And it was
but it was
fast.
It was
But I was so glad that I've been working out and using a lot of core, because
Thank you. I like this shirt too. I got it from my friend Tommy.
Even though I've been
vlog.
working
It's
out quite a
gonna
bit,
come out in a
it
little
was
bit.
still a challenge, and that was really, really good. I like that.
Anyway, so it was a really fun class. Really good time. We're casting the live to my TV. Audrey and Tori are here. Oh, hello, Audrey and Tori.
Tori's the Tony Stan Hale. I think that's Tori, because if I remember correct, then, but maybe I'm wrong. Tony,
You're someone whose abs are named Muriel. Muriel.
you're terrible, Muriel.
Oh my gosh.
Have we've been caught.
Y'all.
Tori
this is too
Jones.
soon.
Also, hello Audrey, hello Tori. Hi Mariah. Welcome to this live stream. You alright, Matthew? Oh, it looked like you're like
He passed away here on the
passed.
couch.
He passed away behind us.
Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Do
so-
you think overall? I'm really looking forward to the rest of the year. But what are your thoughts for?
I'm really looking forward to the rest of the year. I'm excited because while we're learning choreography, I love to learn choreography. And I like to learn choreography when I'm with other people who can demonstrate. That's something that's like,
Yeah.
And it's already like planned out, it's known. Here we go.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we have a little bit of a slower learning process with Becky, which I also like. I think we get it a little bit more technique there with
Yeah.
Becky than we do in this class specifically. And I think it'll become that as we polish this. But there was a little bit where I was like, oh, wow, this is a lot of information. I know I'm not doing everything correctly, but I'm going to try to just get the feet right. Or I'm going to try to get my arms right. Or whatever the case may be. And so that was good.
Oh, say it again so Audrey can record it. Hi, Audrey.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi, Tori.
Hi, Tori. Welcome.
Morning.
Morning. BB, going to an arcade to get 13 Sonics.
Dude, say
What is that?
Tori went to I forget what it's called. The bowling arcade laser tag place.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
Is that the main event?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a main event for her birthday, and they like hacked the claw machine and they won 13 Sonics.
That's amazing. Like Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought you meant
I
like
think it was in 13. It was like I think it might have been 11, but it was still like
A lot.
yeah.
Who are those squares?
someone from church.
Squares who?
Oh, from where?
Oh, the
Oh,
blocks?
the blocks were from Rachel Wixon. She made them for us.
Yeah.
No, she's talking about us.
Oh.
Oh,
Maybe I don't know.
maybe are you talking about us? The squares? Us?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna focus because it's focusing on Matthew.
It loves Matthew.
It really does.
It really does.
We're all confused. Okay.
What?
No, Mariah, that's what Leanne said.
Camera?
The camera loves you whenever you look at it.
Oh.
It always
Yeah,
zooms
it
in.
always. I do this. I do this. And then it focuses on me, and then it focuses on you.
Oh no, it's fine. What are you anticipating from getting out of this? Do you think this will be something that is
Okay.
revolution? Like, what are your goals? Because I have goals and I don't know what yours
Yeah.
are.
No. So some of my big goals, and it was really interesting in ballet to actually we spend the entire my hip is bad. I have a very bad left hip. We spend the entire class. These are my feet.
Bad as in
this.
he's injured it before.
It's just not very good. So we
Bad as in it's not very good.
It's not very good. It doesn't cooperate with me when I'm dancing. So, and I need to get it worked out. So, I'm trying to do this. Okay, so this is how we stand. You stand in a turnout, your hips are turned out. So, it's not just your knees.
And most of the little girls are like this.
Yeah, they're like this. Or
We're
when they're
we're
crossed over,
this.
it's like this. It's like, whoo. I'm like this, or like this.
Like this.
But
This.
it doesn't matter. We're all in different places, and the point is to be there to learn. So, the thing is that I'm trying to stand.
Oh my gosh, it's Smay! I haven't talked to you in
Smay,
so
what's
long.
up? We're talking
She's
about a
married
ballet
and
class
she's
we
a
just
mom. So many things are
So
happening to
cute.
you.
We stand,
we
and I
miss
miss
you.
you, and I wish I could see you again. I was watching the Disney vlogs.
Was Becky streamed that you were cheating on her? No, we told her about it, and she was excited for us. I don't.
Anyway, so most of the class, and this is a goal that I have, is to really. My turnout needs to get better.
But I don't think it has to do with necessarily because we're guys. Typically in a ballet, yes, you can do turns and really pretty lines and things, but you
And
do
leaps.
base a ton.
And you leap.
And
a
you
lot.
leap. And we
It's all
so
aerobic.
my thing is sorry. So your turnout. That's what
I
you
want to really, and I want to get flexibility. I want to build that flexibility, those splits, even when we were doing bar work today up on a bar.
Uh-huh.
I saw when I went down to do my splits that I was much farther than I
Uh-huh.
was at the gym the other day when we were
Yes.
stretching. So it was like, okay, so there's progress right there.
Yeah.
Just because I stretched everything else first
Yes,
and then went down.
Exactly.
And so for me, I think that's a big one, is to get more flexible, to actually learn some ballet technique so that I'm not when everybody else is knows what they're doing. I want to be able to like actually get that figured out, and I do want to get some leaps in. I want to get some pretty leaps.
We'll see. She says she does
Yeah.
want to do some leap.
Yeah,
So
and then some floor work. I want to do some ballet floor work. But those are all things that I want to like get better at. It's not like necessarily something that's like.
I think my goal is figuring out my hips and how I tend to, because I want to get higher or like whatever the case may be, I'll lift my hip, which she even explained today. She's like, if you do it properly and you don't lift it, you'll actually go higher than if you're faking
If your
it.
square is right, your leg will go higher, which is
Yes.
nuts to me because I always thought I had to fake it out to get good lines, and you don't.
What was the experience of the other people in your class? How many were there? We were probably in a class of about 20 people, and 3 of us were adult men. The rest of them were probably in elementary school or early high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This level of ballet is we're in the ballet class. It's a level 4, which is it's pretty much it's your point prep.
Yeah,
so we're
it's
doing
pre-point.
everything with them, and then we leave at the hour. So we're there for an hour, and we do bar, floor, and then leaps. Eventually, we're supposed to do 20 minutes of each. But today we just did bar. She's getting us all get caught up, and then we left, and the girls came out and did like. Got a drink and stuff, and then came back in, and they did their
point, and we left.
and we sat and had a break.
Yeah, we had a break
before our Broadway class.
Did you have to wear masks? Yeah,
Yes.
we did the whole time. Anytime
It's really
we
rough.
went outside, if we weren't social distancing, they were like enforcing that you wear a mask.
Which
and
so here's the deal. I was impressed. I don't like wearing a mask when I'm like.
we were doing abs.
We were doing like these abs, and like I was about to kill. I was like gonna die. I was like could not get enough air, which was fine. It was actually good for me probably, but
it was really. I think they did it. They handled.
But the
it
fact
really
that they're
well.
at least enforcing it, they're wanting us to social distance when we're outside. They were taking their precautions.
Yes.
And not just letting people do whatever they want.
That's
you know?
true.
There's some places that you go that are like, do this, and then they don't say anything about it.
they don't
You can-
enforce it or anything.
So at least there.
I'm social distancing.
Yes. But yeah, it was actually okay. It was
From the stream.
social distancing from the stream. That's actually really good.
Yeah, but then so the first class was about 20 people. I would say close to 20, maybe a little more. And then after that class, a lot of the girls stayed and did point, and we left. And then
Some of those girls came over to the Broadway class that we did.
yeah, and we had some of the same girls that were in that.
That
class
one had
did the Broadway
a lot
class.
more of age diversity.
And guys.
Yeah.
So there was even more. So there's Fisher, me, Paul, and Mitch, and then I think there was like 5 or 6 other guys,
Scoot in.
as well as all of them.
It keeps. It just keeps. It can't
I
figure
don't
out.
want to
Hey,
cover up Matthew though.
Can you scoot forward just a little bit?
A little scooch.
Perfect. That way it'll still pop focus, but it kept trying to focus on the TV back there.
So yeah, regardless, it was good.
The red thing on our TV is our switch.
Oh yeah,
Just
that's
sitting in-
the handle
it's
of
just
the
handle of
switch.
the switch.
I
Make it go
wanted to say that
west, I
Smay
guess.
said that she's like, I love that you're starting ballet. Oh, thank you. We're doing ballet in a Broadway class at a new academy that we've never worked with before, and
on
we're
Monday-
excited about it.
Yeah. Monday nights we take tap and jazz at our normal studio, and then or our normal dance place, and then we do. This is our first night at this new place.
Oh, thanks, May. I like them a lot, and so I'm trying to do
When
better
do the
about that.
tutus happen? You know, here's the situation. Guys don't get to wear tutus, but what we do get to wear
Is
is
tights.
And
Are we gonna get tights for next week?
they probably want us to have time.
Oh, we're adults.
She didn't care.
She
Fisher
didn't.
had tights, but I don't know. But the tutus,
When
boys,
did you
we
do
just
the
get to
ones?
spin people who have tutus.
We get to like hold the people.
Yeah,
Oh, wave that Disneyland
Matthew,
OG
come
flag
back.
high. Get tights.
get tights. Yeah, I just think that if that's what the expectation is,
Yeah,
I would rather
we should.
be in line with that expectation. And I also don't think
I
it's bad
have
to
some-
own a pair of tights.
I have some tights.
Oh yeah, you have running, but those are running pants. I mean, I guess that would be
Fisher
fine.
was wearing runnings.
Yeah, I guess he was.
Yeah.
You just need a jazz. Is it a jazz belt? No.
Dance belt.
Dance belt.
Yeah.
Not a jazz belt.
Loses. LOL.
But I don't.
I'm
know.
excited. I hope that it goes
She didn't
well.
say
and
anything
I'm-
about it, but I
I'm
also was
really-
kinda just like, meh.
I'm really excited for where this is gonna go, and
And I think
Ooh.
the end all goal is not necessarily perfection or anything like that. I think it's
No, I
for us
just
to
wanna
learn.
better.
I just want to get better and I want to learn more. And it's funny being
And meeting people. It
Yeah.
was so much fun. We had like an hour break between one class and the other.
Yeah.
And Fisher and Mitch had to go to a different class. And so we were just standing outside, and this group of people, this couple, was wearing Disney masks. There's so many Disney fans that are there. These random couple that had
Matthew
masks
makes
that
focus is on you.
Matthew,
Makes a face.
that
They left the day we came.
yeah, they were at Disney World the day that
Really, are they the kind of Disney fans that pay $30 to watch Milwaukee?
they didn't say.
They didn't say.
They didn't say.
You know, that's the kind of fan I am, I guess. I mean, not really. I'm just
Maya. Anyway, no, so we met them and we got to talk with them for a while, and we found out they were actually Mitch's mom, Mitch's mom, who is Anne, who's our teacher, one of our teachers. It's one of her best friends and her husband, and they were at Disney the day up until the day before we got there, and then we were there the next day.
Yeah,
So
the next day.
that was cool to get to talk to them about the parks and what they thought and
how much fun they had.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun. So to get to know them, and we actually met their daughter, and then we met their daughter's boyfriend who was in our class.
Our jazz,
and he was so friendly. He like came up and
Yeah.
wanted to introduce himself to us, which was
Yeah.
so nice. But then people kind of know who we are because of.
And
So everybody knows who Mitch is because Mitch is like actually doing like.
Let me clarification. There are very few boys at this
very
school.
few.
In our
Especially
generation,
adult
if we
boys.
could have been in it when Mitch was in it, or like right at like high school, early college, there was a lot of boys, a lot of older boys. Right now, they have a lot of like young
Younger
high
boys.
school or even earlier. And so the fact that there's two more older boys joining is a big deal. That's why
Yeah.
people know who we are.
And then people know because it's Anne. And
Yeah.
Anne has been
And
like,
Anne
these
knows
boys
everybody.
that my boy met on TikTok are coming to this. So there was already like this like
Yeah.
weird scenario of people who knew who we were. So like somebody walked up and joined the conversation we were with this family, this couple and their daughter. And then she just kept talking. And while she was talking, I realized that it was Mitch's sister. But not because she said anything, but I just...
Well,
put
she
two and
mentioned
two
the
together.
camera stuff, and I already knew that Mitch's sister did all of the
Yeah, because
the
Fisher
camera
said that.
publicity
Yes.
stuff.
So then we were talking and whatever, we were just hanging out. And then she goes, "Oh yeah, sorry, I'm Mitch's sister." I was like, "Oh yeah, I figured." And
then
I put two and
I'm-
two together. I'm Luke and this is Paul. We're the TikTok twins or whatever.
And
then
she's like, "Oh, I know."
goes, "Oh, I know." And I was like, "Oh, okay, so okay." But then that happened more often than not. Like we met somebody else's parents, and they're like, "Oh, this is the husband of Anne's
it was-
sister's husband."
So
and-
Pam's
Pam's
husband and her kids were
and they're
there.
like, "Oh yeah, you're the TikTok guys." And we were like, "Oh, okay." So it seemed a little
my boy, man.
weird.
Yeah, in our tights. I'm just kidding. Super off topic. What time is it for you? It is 9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m.
or
What time is it for you?
2100 hours.
Is it 9 a.m.? I think it's close.
9:30. It's 9:30ish p.m. If someone has a salt lamp and says they've never licked it, they're lying. I
I have
haven't.
not looked at it.
I thought about that one time, not when I was home, but when somebody mentioned it said something about a salt lamp, and I was like, I have a salt lamp, and then I was like, like horses eat
it's
lick salt.
2:30 p.m. on a Wednesday. Hello from the future.
Oh, yeah, that's so
it's
cool.
Tuesday night here. That's so cool. Is Mitch moving back?
No.
Yes, he'll be.
Well,
No, he's moving. He's going back.
He's
to
going
Florida.
back to Florida.
He
Yeah.
has to be ready whenever they're ready for him, but he has no idea what that'll look
Yeah.
like or what time it
So
is.
what
It's
is
little
a salt
sad.
lamp? A salt lamp is this lamp over here. It's a rock with a light bulb inside.
It's salt.
It's
It's extra
salt.
salt, yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Ain't
no way.
Live stream salt lamp licking time.
No.
Ain't no way.
It's a lamp made from salt.
It's a lamp made from salt. Oh.
My main food group, salt.
But do you think it will, like, if you put water on it, would it
Ain't
like
no way.
dissolve after a while? Like, if you had like if it sat in water,
Do you
would it
remember
like?
when it sat next to your bed and it like started like draining?
Yeah, because all the water would absorb into it, and then it would
Yes.
like leak out the bottom. It was
Yeah.
awful, like the humidity. That was
Yeah.
crazy. I do remember that. It ruined one of them.
So he's just visiting Casey. Yeah, Mitch is just here for the month
Till
because
the end
they
of the
knew that he wasn't needed for this month, so he's going back at the end of the month.
Yeah, flies back. I think October.
One
Or-
way to find out.
Don't like it.
Oh.
That would be an assault. Okay. Hey,
Don't look
salt.
at that would be salt.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Greetings from Kansas.
Oh.
Condensation and humidity ruin one of mine.
Too. Nasty pot test. What? Oh, NASPATAS.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Matthew, for translating. Audrey asks, are you going?
Yes, I'm already sore tonight.
I'm already sore. Yeah.
Tomorrow's
So
going to be a whole nother day.
that was one thing I was going to talk about with our turnout and hips and everything. I have had so much trouble getting a turnout that's decent, and it was crazy because the entire hour we stand turned out.
Did that hurt you?
No, which I was incredibly shocked
Yeah,
about.
I wasn't in pain at all until we did the jazz.
The Broadway.
The Broadway was the one that made me sore.
Dude, all these step ball changes.
No, it was more the stretching and stuff that
Yeah.
we did because it was so fast.
And it's traditional stretching, too.
Oh yeah, because the stuff with the ballet was so foreign, but it wasn't even like hard. Like we did splits and stuff, but we've been doing that. Like that
Are
wasn't
those
hard.
veins real? They are very real. Are you talking about? I don't think Luke has veins. Luke's got bad veins. I don't think I have
Who
veins.
asked that?
I don't know. Are those vines?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
Vines, yes. The pothos, that's real.
Oh, sorry. I totally misread that. That was my bad.
Veins.
I was like, on my arm? Like, I don't see it.
How have you guys been? How have you guys been doing health wise? Like your gluten, hip, etc., etc. Yeah, that's what I was really actually concerned about. I was able to take a break and not stretch a ton and like do anything real strenuous when we were on vacation in Savannah. So for quite some time, I really didn't mess with it at all, and it was sore several days there just from walking or whatever. But I noticed that flare ups and things, but it wasn't as bad as it has been when I'm stretching every day. And then when we got home, I was able to do a lot of stretching that didn't hurt, that had hurt previously. It's still in pain, and it's in pain a lot right now because I've just done a lot of work, and a lot of it has a lot to do with my glute. So there's a lot
Mine
of
has
basing.
more, I don't think mine has to do with any
so.
muscles in my glute. Like, you had some tightness that, like, cramped up, and then you've had knots,
It's
so you're trying to
spasms,
get it.
yeah.
Whereas mine has just been this weird soreness.
Yeah.
And honestly, I felt like it loosened up during ballet, and then when we were stretching, I didn't feel it as for the jazz. I didn't feel it as bad
Yeah.
as I normally do. It was still painful, but it wasn't like
The Broadway jazz you did?
no, I mean, I felt it when I was stretching, like you said, but
Yeah.
it's I just expect it to feel, and now it's kind of a weird like tendon pain. I don't really understand it, but it goes up right into the hip, and then I have some weird like stuff. But honestly, I don't know if it was because the ballet loosened everything up, and then like I was like in a lot better
Allison
shape.
said she does a bar workout, and that's as close to ballet as she'll get. But that's probably as close as we were. That's basically what we did today. It was a
Pretty
bar
much a bar
workout.
workout.
Yeah, it was so good. So good.
I was actually,
But yes, Leanne, it is still in pain. I think we're doing okay, and it's getting better, but I think that there's still like a long way to go. For me anyway, I really just want it to be gone, and that just isn't gonna. It's gonna be a slow go.
Yeah, which has been
Some of it is gone,
hard.
some of it's better, but I was able to stretch through it today, which sometimes is bad, and then sometimes I don't know, it's just tough. It's tough sometimes. So, yeah, it's all right though. It could have been worse.
yeah.
Matthew, is that a soap thing?
Hand sanitizer. We went and bought hand sanitizer.
I went and
because
bought
we were
little
supposed to
bottles of
have
hand
some.
sanitizer because they wanted us to have it, and I was like,
Honestly, we didn't use this thing. I didn't use it at all.
I know. Well, we were never really in contact with
They
anyone.
gave us hand sanitizer when we needed hand sanitizer.
Have you been to a chiro or a physio? No, but I've talked to a DPT, two DPTs, Doctor of Physical Therapies, and then I talked to I believe he's a massage therapist, but he is a sports medicine massage therapist, and he actually was one who was able to help me quite a bit and get me like kind of help me understand what it probably was, and then I might actually go to him for an actual like deep tissue massage or one of those things where he like they use that like rattly gun that would actually like either force it to release or attempt to force it to release. Yeah, encourage it to release.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens. Are these all new stickers or something? Because they look so different.
They're YouTube emojis.
Oh.
That's cool. Y'all, send your favorite YouTube emoji.
These YouTube emojis are so cute. Hi. The little puppy is so cute. Is it a puppy or a cat? Hi. Oh, those guns are great. Yeah, I would love for somebody to use one on my my really, really tight muscles that I have right now. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think for me, one thing that I'm specifically with jazz is I just want to pick up choreography physically as well as mentally. I can pick up a lot of choreography mentally fast,
Right.
And then like tomorrow I'll wake up and be able to do the routine just
But
fine.
in the class,
but
that's
in the
tough.
class, I like don't get it right away, and I hate that. And I know that with practice, it will come.
Yes,
but
it's like a muscle.
yeah.
Yeah.
This class,
I'm excited to learn
we
more
do a
choreography
lot of
because I
really.
just
We
love
do
to
a.
learn
I do too.
fun
We do a lot of
choreography.
cross ball or like side ball changes, and so then like remembering what part
Which
of the song
side ball
we're in,
change,
which 8 count we're doing with this. Like where does this go next? Because sometimes it's a turning ball change, or
Yeah.
it's
It's so good.
reminder to drink water.
Yes, I went through 64 ounces of water at the classes, and I need to drink more. Recover.
I drink a full water bottle while I was setting up, and then the first part of the stream, and I drank one before I went. Yeah, water. Send your water. Send your water. No, this we got Matthew brought us home from a friend's house. These are new. We're hoping they'll root. They looked like so healthy, so we're hoping they'll like.
Yeah, they look good.
What are they? The
Monstera.
Monsteras. And then there's a baby one right here. You can kind of see him. That's right above Matthew's head, but right there. It's back there. And then this is another one right over there. That's from Carissa.
Are you into classical ballet music or more pop recent stuff?
This one, for this stuff, it was just classical
music-
piano, but it was
Warm ups.
It was warm ups.
So we weren't doing any floor. I'm assuming she's a classical. She's a Russian teacher, so she'll probably do classical ballet music.
She's really, she's really nice, but
she's super nice. But I don't think that I see her being somebody that would want to like incorporate modern pop.
whereas our Broadway jazz class for stretching, we used pop music, which was like really odd for me.
And it was so fast
because
And I was
like when we do Giordano style stretching,
Yeah, that's what we do.
Becky does, which is like a school
Slow
of jazz.
8
It's
count.
really slow, and it's like
Round
and she
up.
uses this really like melodious stuff. It's like.
But to get all the stretches was like dancing through the stretches. It was so hard.
Well, and did you notice the side stretch combo was changed up?
Uh-huh.
That I liked it.
I knew she had to grab our ankle.
Yeah, and stretch. And then also the one in the back. I always got down there, and then I was like, oh shoot, everyone's on their back.
Yes.
Because I'm used to like just pressing into a stretch, not like. Get it.
Matthew.
I'll die for Halloween and turn orange. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like fall because the leaves pass
If
away.
MySpace were a thing, what would your profile song be? Dynamite by BTS.
What?
If MySpace was still a thing, what would your profile song be?
Oh, I have no idea.
Dynamite by BTS.
You didn't even have to think about
no.
that. I have to look at my iTunes right now. I honestly don't know what I would
Monsters
do.
are my favorite.
I love Monsters,
I do
and
too.
I hope that mine get big. And I hope that the ones
like
that Matthew
fall.
got for me are...
I like fall because the leaves pass away. Matthew Jones.
And Matthew's would be Masquerade from Phantom of the Opera, especially for 2020.
That's a great song, Matthew.
Matthew's on fire.
Yeah, you really are. Oh my gosh.
I have so many...
It was such a good night, guys. Like
It's been
like,
such a great night.
Matthew even said this. He said, "God, you're gonna leave and you're gonna have had so much fun, and you don't even know why you're nervous all day." And it's
I
like
know.
so true. I wasn't.
God is so good.
He's
And
so good.
Honestly, thank you to everybody who I texted, who prayed for me
Yes.
all night long. You guys are champs for even putting up with me being like, "Why are you even nervous? You
Yeah.
don't even care." But you guys are so kind.
The thing about it is I think that we fear being bad at something or being seen as being bad at something.
And we were today.
And we were.
And it's okay.
And it's okay. Because the whole point of class is to learn. And everybody had proper, like, I don't think anybody was expecting us to be anything spectacular. Like,
Well,
they
they
didn't
better
expect
not.
They didn't expect Mitch to walk in there and do it.
They did expect Mitch to walk in and do it, and
he did. But, okay, guys, Mitch. Let me just talk about brag on Mitch for a minute. Both him and Fisher are incredible dancers. But Mitch, our friend from TikTok, which if you want to go check out who they are, and you
The
don't
Jester
know,
Bros.
the Jester Bros.
We
on
keep
TikTok.
talking about these people that you don't
He's
know
the
about.
taller one. But his name is Mitch, and he's really a cool guy. Really neat guy.
So is Fisher.
Yes, I'm not excluding
Anyway,
Fisher
okay,
from
you're
that,
just
but
talking
I'm just talking about Mitch specifically. Mitch was telling us after this Broadway class, I was like, Mitch, you already knew that dance, and he said, I've never done it before. I was like, then how do you freaking know this dance? And he was like, I've just watched it, and I was like, sir, this man didn't start dancing until he was 17. At 17, his mom put on music. His mom was our teacher, and his sister danced, and he just would go and watch them because he had nothing else to do. He just had to go and be at the studio.
He watched all the time. And
So he watched all the time.
literally-
He could do the dance with his sister, never having practiced, never
done
having
it.
gone through it.
That is
just
a
in his head.
That is
in
a
his head.
special kind of dancer that I
Yeah.
think I would love to be one day, but I am not.
I am not that. And so, like, the thing is for him, I want him to transcribe TikTok dances for me, so I don't have to like break it down.
Mariah, again, Mitch and Fisher are so cool.
Fisher is light brown hair. Yeah, they are so cool, and they're so freaking talented. Like, it's
Both of
like
them.
and
So just
and I
to
think
copy
that-
their choreography is so much fun.
Yeah, they're getting ready to post one that they showed us a little thing.
They showed us a little
spicy.
A little spicy sneak peek, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Tori, we are good. Sorry, she texted me. We're good.
Wait,
No
what?
worries.
Oh.
Nothing. I didn't even take it that way. So you're
Cool.
fine. Cool.
Cool,
Anyway,
cool.
but yeah, cool. But
What
they're getting ready to post one, so go follow them on TikTok so that you can be ready to
It's
see this. The
Jester Bros. Or the Jester Bros?
But once it's posted, Luke and I are going to do it as
Hope-
well.
yeah, do
copy
it as
it.
well, yeah.
But it will take us
Yes.
longer than it took them. I'm
Tori asked, what shows are you most likely to binge? Right now,
sure. Ooh, that's a good
I am
one.
watching on HBO Lovecraft Country, and I'd say that if it was all out, I would want to binge it, but it's not. It's a weekly release, which is annoying, but also probably good for me. Anyway, that's what I'm watching right now. But what show am I most likely to binge? The ones that I found the most easy to... Excuse me. The ones that I found the most easy to binge are, like, Parks and Rec. That was an easy one to binge.
That was a real easy one.
That was a long time ago.
For me,
But-
My Hero Academia is what I'm binging. I haven't done very good. I got kind of into a lull in one of the storylines, and I haven't picked it back up yet. But I binged like
Thank you,
the first
Leanne.
like 3 seasons. I really like it. Oh, Leanne,
Tori, you are so good at these questions.
I know.
What's your go-to karaoke song? I've never done karaoke, but if it
Ain't
was...
no mountain high.
No,
ain't
I want to do
valley.
Waving Through the Window.
Yes, actually, anything.
Even though I would suck at it, I would want to do it so
Yeah,
bad.
that
It's
would
like
be-
a dream.
Yes, that would.
I would
actually
not
be-
do well
That
with
would
it.
actually be a very good.
It is
one.
out of my range.
Honestly, I think like oh gosh, what song am I thinking of?
Wait, what, Mariah? Paul used that a spicy sneak peek, like Chris Evans on Twitter yesterday. I don't have Twitter anymore.
Oh, did you not hear about that?
No, what happened?
I mean, I didn't see it, but he posted a live, or it was like a screen recording of something, but it wasn't intentional. But in that screen recording, he's like getting out of stuff to get like to turn it off, and it goes shows his camera roll, and on his camera roll was like something spicy that was not safe for work, and
Him?
you don't know. It's I'm not gonna tell you what it was.
Was it somebody naked? Oh. We can talk about that on lunch.
Luke, read between the lines.
I was just trying to think, like,
Everyone on here already knows, but I'm not going to talk about it. So what happened is he got on fire, but then all his fans came. Listen, it was so cute. A spicy sneak peek, if you know what I mean. Mariah gave all the clues away already.
I'm sorry. So the fans all came.
They came to his defense and they started spamming the hashtags with like really like cute moments and like
don't do that with
flattering.
girls.
I know, and that's what like everyone was complaining about. But it was
Oh, like Katy Perry and stuff.
or
Oh,
like
for,
like,
nudes that
what's
get
that-
leaked.
what's that-
or-
Videos as soon as nudes ever really.
Yeah, they like people don't do that when that happens.
Well,
But
Chris Evans needs to not take them kind of pics, if you know what I'm saying.
if you know what I mean, I agree.
Sir.
No, too soon. Really, it was too soon. Yikes!
Sorry. Y'all got me going. That Paul had to, like, look at me and do, like, telepathy to tell me. Because
It wasn't
I was,
telepathy.
like, thinking-
I was showing you.
I was just thinking that I was like, you were like, it showed his camera roll and da 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 da, and I was like, someone else? Like, who was it? And then I was thinking like somebody had sent him something and he had saved it to his camera roll. That's where my head was. Not he had taken a photo of something. But now I'm tracking.
But again, you don't know like technically.
It could have been
Also, he tweeted recently and he said, "Now that I have y'all's attention, go vote." And I was like, that's a good okay,
sir.
Everyone's going to follow Chris Evans right now.
Wow, how did I know about that? Oh, I didn't work. Oh, I worked yesterday.
I think it's been like a few days.
Nobody told me about this. I usually catch up on people. Usually tell me so.
I don't know. I just saw it on Philip DeFranco. Actually, is how I found out. I did not see it on
Because I do not
Twitter.
get
I don't get on Twitter. I have it so that
I'm so
somebody.
sorry. I shouldn't have. No, that was a great laugh for me.
It was.
I apologize for being inappropriate, guys. It's not good to do. Anyway,
I'm not sure. Have you taken a photo or saved a photo? Anywho, I agree. I agree with you, Leanne.
I'm not sure if it's better to have taken the photo or saved a photo.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Anyhow, how was dance? Thanks, Mo. Yeah, I think I don't really know what else to say about it other than it was just really wonderful and it was really encouraging.
That is a great question, Tori. Tori asked, "What is the title of this chapter? What would you title this chapter of your life?"
That's really tricky.
Oh wow.
So, this is really funny. No, it's not. That's not related. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think this is the chapter where I'm kind of starting to realize that like I'm settling in a little bit to life. I don't know what life is going to look like in 5 years. I don't know what life is going to look like next year. But I am kind of settling in a little bit, and I feel like there's a lot of like This is like the developmental stage, I think, of like things that I've avoided changing or that I didn't change or like didn't work on in myself. And now I'm getting to a point where I'm like, no, you have to like face those things.
I don't think settling in is actually. It's
That's
technically.
right. It's like bursting out. It's like being more than who I think I am.
It's or for me, it's like something that's like in development. Like so, it's like not settling. Instead, I'm getting more uncomfortable. I'm putting myself in uncomfortable situations.
That's true. Yes.
By
settling, I meant more like
you're pushing forward.
Yes.
I mean, we're
not settling. It's just there's like this element of
it's the climb.
Like even with taking this dance class, I would have been so scared and so like I would have never like said yes.
Hi, Stephanie Waldrop. It's been so long. How are you? Sorry. Go ahead. Tell the name of this chapter.
I don't know. That's
right. Got it, Matthew.
I'm not creative with naming things. So.
It's too soon to tell. What's your happiest memory from this past year? Well, it's hard because a year's a long time. But from the most recent part of my year has been our trip to Savannah and going to Disney World.
Yeah.
When we got to ride a bunch of rides.
It was so fun. And also it's just Savannah, Tybee Island.
Yeah,
that whole trip was really, really special.
Yeah, it was really special.
It was really, really special.
That's great to hear, Stephanie, that you're doing great.
We miss you too.
We miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in
ages.
ages.
But you're dating a boy? And I think I knew that, but I saw it popped up on my Instagram and I was so excited for you to see
what?
She's dating someone.
Congratulations.
Yes.
We stand a good cutie couple.
Cutie cup. Bull.
Cutie cup?
Yeah.
I love that idea of like what's the chapter of your life because like, it makes me think about like that breaking it down into a kind of section of life. I would call this one not upheaval. That's the wrong word.
Well, I mean, this chapter of life is a little strange because it got locked down and things got canceled. I'm out of control, and so I think a little bit of floundering too was during pandemic, and I think feeling a little.
His name is Aaron. We stan Aaron. I don't know Aaron, but I stan him.
Aaron.
As long as he's a cool guy to you and he doesn't
we
do anything
love
stupid,
that.
we stan Aaron.
As long as you're happy. The year I got Disney Plus and only watched the back catalog because they keep disappointing me with its new content.
70, I'm so happy.
Although Matthew did like Magic Camp.
I'm so sorry.
And Stargirl.
That's new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew's ready to talk, y'all.
That was it. Wasn't there one more? I was trying to think of the.
I liked The Mandalorian, but nothing really happens in it. Yeah, Matthew didn't like it.
I'm going.
I'm excited for the
set. Refused to like any of the other Star Wars content that people think is good because the sequel trilogy was good.
I agree.
And Rogue One
was good.
Solo We're not.
Oh, I thought they were good. I liked them.
But I'm not a critic. I liked them.
I liked them. I liked Solo a lot. Everybody hated on Solo, but I loved it.
I liked it a lot.
I really liked the character development. I liked the style of the film. I thought the storytelling was really fun. I just went into that movie and had a good time.
Matthew,
you know?
how can you say something so controversial, yet so true, yet so brave?
Who said that?
Tori.
Yet so controversial, yet so brave.
The Mandalorian is the reason I got this.
8 hours of puppet content.
Where?
On the Mandalorian.
Oh, yes. Actually, I know you didn't like The Mandalorian. You don't have to like The Mandalorian, Matthew. But I really liked what they did with special effects because this introduction to like trying to go backwards a little bit and create physical things that your actors and things can interact with, so that they're not just looking to green screens, was cool. And they did it really well.
Audrey asked, "Did you all mean to match?"
Actually, have the characters do something.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's
I was
true.
a little bored. It seemed like nothing ever really happened.
I liked the last couple episodes.
I liked
a
the
lot.
last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Audrey asked, "Did you guys all mean to match with your black shirts?"
No, I put this black shirt on because I took that screenshot before I took a shower, and then I took a shower, and then I was like, oh, I was wearing a black shirt, so I probably should wear another black shirt, but this black shirt has design on it, so it doesn't really continuity.
I basically just used my
Work.
Disney Plus subscription to watch Hamilton on repeat. I love that. I love that for you.
Who said that?
Smay.
Yes!
Oh, I love that so much.
I love that
I love
so
that
much.
Smay's on this stream right now. I miss
you were like
so much.
one of the people that like really pushed me to like listen to it.
Yeah.
Which I did give it chances, but like because I love that traditional Broadway sound, I really struggled with Hamilton at first, getting into it, and then right after we saw you at our last VidCon that we were at, we came home. And Chris from Pundidly came back with us and hung out for a week. And on that like little trip, or like when he was visiting, we drove around town. And anytime we'd jump in the car, we'd continue to listen to it, and he would explain the story.
What was happening on the stage?
Yeah, like, and that was really helpful for me to get a visual idea of what the story is happening. And then I loved it after that. And I
Yeah, it's
listened
so
to it.
great. Rogue One is my favorite. I refuse to watch Solo. I heard it's so bad. Well, I liked it.
I liked it.
You might as well watch Solo since you watched Rogue One.
Yeah. Fun question for the twins to answer for each other. What is the other's defining characteristics?
Oh.
Defining.
Defining character. These are deep questions, Tori. Is it Tori's?
Yeah,
Tori's
Tori's
you're
so
coming
good at
for him. I like it. I like it. Defining characteristics, Luke. What defines Luke Harworth?
What defines Paul? You are creative. You are charismatic.
Wow.
You are driven.
Professionistic at times.
That is a defining characteristic that I would say is one you're working on.
Oh, would you say that?
Yes. I think that you are a little bit impatient, and
Yes.
but that's not like always a bad thing, because you really want to get things done. You're very, very hardworking, and if you put your mind to something, there is very little that'll stop you, unless it's sleep.
Or if it's taking too long, and
You
then I get
also
burned out.
love cake.
That's
not like a defining characteristic,
a
but it is
defining
something
I love
that you
cake.
love.
I love sweets, and I also love salty things, and I love
that
junk
for
food.
you. I love that for you.
I love it all the things I can't have.
Ignore that. Frustrated. Mariah, what did you say?
So I think a defining characteristic for you, Luke, is that you love people, and when you love on people, you want the best for those people, even if they don't know what that is, even if they're working there or they're not working very hard, and you know that if they just worked harder, they would, or if they just like worked faster and more efficiently, they would be happier.
Yes.
Or you would be happier with them. No, I'm
talking
about coworkers at work.
Well, it would also make me happy.
Yeah.
Yes, they wouldn't be in my way.
It wouldn't be my way. I could just work really fast. Luke is a really fast worker. He is an efficient. Like, I think one of the defining characteristics for you is that you care and you love people, but you also want to get things done in a very timely manner. And when that doesn't happen, it frustrates you, and that is understandable because that's a core desire for you, is to do things efficiently and do that. You also are a dancer, and you love to dance, and I love that about you. I think that's very defining about you. And you're also you hate transcribing choreography.
Hate it.
Like literally hate.
With the Dickens.
So
Just
Luke,
throw it in the fire.
let me just tell you, this is not a defining characteristic,
Throw
but
it.
Luke does really dislike looking at TikTok dances and actually figuring out what's going
Just
on.
tell me what to do.
So
Just
I do that
tell me what
because
to
I'm a 1. I got that perfectionistic 1 on there, being all anal, and I'm telling Luke exactly how to move his hands, and he's like, Paul, this is a TikTok dance. It doesn't even matter. This is not for competition. And I'm like, you're right. But
be perfect.
But be perfect, okay?
Luke, what are you doing with your feet?
I'll change, but what are you doing with your feet? Like, I'll do whatever you're doing so that it matches perfectly.
Y'all should see the background of our TikTok choreography session.
Oh gosh! No, I just I love you so much. I think that you're wise and you do a lot for people.
I said, Mariah said, with the Dickens. I said, like the Dickens, but I don't think that's actually terminology or you
I don't know if
saying
it makes
at all.
sense.
Because I'm just saying, I hate
love
it.
cake. So glad. Chat secrets. What compliment do you think the other twin
/ Matthew doesn't hear enough? The compliment that I think Matthew doesn't hear enough is that he's so incredibly, like, geniusly creative.
Yeah, like so
endlessly creative, and it's mind-blowing.
Well,
when it, like,
guys,
becomes a reality.
Matthew can like imagine every little detail that needs to happen for something, for like a
cannot.
project,
I cannot.
and then like just do it. Like for me, I gotta
Like,
I have an
sits
idea.
there
I've got like this like
in his head.
foggy idea, and I'm like, okay, let's like make that happen, and kind of like fumble around, and it's
He's
a complete,
so
like,
creative.
so creative.
Also, Paul, one thing I don't think you hear enough is that I think the thing that you don't believe, the compliment you don't hear enough and you don't believe, I guess, even if you did hear it, is that you are so incredibly good at what you do. You don't give yourself enough credit for the work that you do with photo and with video, with drones, and then putting it into the editing software. That's where the magic actually happens. I know it's not your favorite thing, but you are so
I just do it.
talented and fast.
Yeah.
That is not normal.
That's true. That's
it does
true.
take time, but you are so good at what you do.
I think the compliment that you don't hear. Excuse me, goodness sake, the laugh. Enough. That is what you don't hear enough. But I think that you don't, and again, I think this goes back to what you don't believe about yourself, but that what is true is that you are an asset. So like at work, at home, here at the house, you run so much and you take charge in so many areas that like you keep me alive a lot of the times, you and Matthew both. Like I'll just be working and then it's like, oh, here's food, and I'm like, oh, great. And so it's like that. I don't think I ever thank you enough for, you and Matthew both. But like I think that you don't believe that you're worth anything. So then like I think that you're and then you freaking work all hours of day and night when you're not on the clock for work, and I'm like, you gotta get paid for that crap because you're worth it. You're worth it. Let me work it. Like, I just think that you in that sense, devalue yourself.
Yes.
Internally, and then that you don't believe that you're actually worth what people pay you. I know that you know that, but like I don't know if you believe it.
I think I know that I'm worth it, but I don't think that I believe that I'm worth it. Yeah, I think that is. I think that's true. No, for sure.
But I don't think that's a compliment that you are worthy. I mean, Jesus died for you.
Well, I know.
So like,
but
somebody died for you.
It's so funny you say that. And I'm like, yes, I know this. But I was like, the thing you said that really meant a lot to me was that when you were saying, you work so hard all the time. I was like, someone else, I work all the time. Yeah, no, I really do though.
You do work hard all the time. I don't. Like, I mean, my job, because I do it all the time.
All right, Paul, your turn for Matthew.
Is easy. Matthew, I agree with Luke and a lot on what he said, but I think that also for you, that you like the creative nature, but you are so beautiful in the way that you see the world. So like the way that you perceive the world is beautiful. Yes, it's
Did
flawed.
y'all see
Like, yes,
his
we all
Instagram
are flawed.
video?
But yeah,
Like, where he just
we walked
views the
around
world.
and he like just sees. Also, this man,
his angles.
like,
man.
Okay, guys, this is something that blows my mind, and maybe it's just because I'm so scattered that it just doesn't work. I'm scattered / one track. I don't know. So like, I'll be vlogging, right? I for 1 second take my mind off the vlog, and I will forget to film for an hour. Like we're on an adventure, and I will forget for an hour to film it because I'm thinking about this conversation I'm having with someone else. Not a bad thing, just a thing. Matthew has like so many lines of data in his head that like you vlogged for Christmas one time, and this like is in my language, right? So like he's vlogging like what I was doing, but the beautiful thing about
It's so different. And
it was so
perfect.
different, but it was so perfect, and it was so. But he never forgot.
Yeah.
Like he would just like,
and he wouldn't film like
No,
a ton.
it was
at
just
the same
like
time. It was
a
like
clip here,
always
a clip here,
so
a
like
clip
fluid,
here.
and you'd never know he was doing it.
and he used
Never,
everything
ever.
that he took in this video. Not everything,
So
but like
good.
cut it down. But like it wasn't like me where I like will take like hours of footage and cut it into something. He will take like. He's intentional and he sees the world beautifully and then is able to capture and to show this beautiful picture of what he experienced.
So what's the compliment you're going to tell Matthew?
That he sees the world beautifully.
Oh, okay.
And that
you see the world beautifully.
and also that you can multitask like that, which is a
That's insane,
mind
yeah.
blog.
We stand Matthew. Leanne said, "Now my turn."
What?
I was gonna try to say
Oh,
something,
okay.
but I had stuff typed out, but it was just generic.
I like
I
that.
think that
I like
both
generic.
of you have just been good friends to me and stuck by me at the end of the day, even whenever I'm just not good.
You are good.
So, but I just
Yeah,
I hear
I
you.
can be disagreeable or like not easy to get along with, and you're just stuck by me. And it's like, no matter what your opinions on things or what you do, you've just always been a friend to me, and I'm just appreciative of that. And you've shown me the love of Jesus that I just a little bit more that I might not have seen from, if I would have stayed in Georgia.
That makes me so happy. Matthew's so good with words. We have to talk for 30 minutes, and Matthew can just say that.
This.
Oh, Leanne said, now her turn. She said, Luke, Paul, and Matthew are amazingly talented, creative, and fun, and genuine people, like rays of sunshine that make the world and the internet, for me, a better place. Mariah said, we stand Matthew, and I love that you guys live and stand for your morals and values, and have accountability and pray and are unashamed about your faith.
Thank
Stop.
you, Leanne.
You guys are all too nice. You're all too nice.
LL at Stan being capitalized. Did you know we looked this up?
Stan comes from a song.
Is a song about an extreme fan named Stan.
Yes, from
His
Eminem.
name.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's an Eminem
We've
song.
been new.
We've
We've
been
been
new.
new. I did not know
didn't
that.
I did it the whole time.
My
Did
fa-
you-
my
who said
favorite-
that?
My favorite thing was Billy at a party
No,
going.
who
No.
told that?
He wasn't with us.
Oh,
Billy looked it up.
Billy looked it up.
So,
That's right.
We were at this birthday party for Becca D. I don't think Becca's on tonight, but Billy was there, and he had I think a margarita or something, and he was like, "Okay, guys, I just need to know. I just don't understand what Stan means.
Like I see it on tweets.
I see it.
I
but
just don't get it.
I think it just means like
Extreme
major
fan.
like extreme fan.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna look it up. So he gets on his phone and he looks it up, and he finds out that it's from the song from Eminem about the guy named Stan, and so then that's how Stan Twitter like got the name.
Isn't that crazy?
And,
that blew my mind.
Oh, it's Dear Slim is the song.
Stan Twitter is too toxic for me.
Too toxic. Crazy.
Less.
Tori says you're doing amazing, Matthew. Stan means someone who will stand with someone.
Andre's crying. I'm crying.
I'm crying.
Really?
We're all
the
crying.
floors are crying.
The boys are crying. Really?
Yeah.
I love y'all. Okay, it is
I also think
10:09.
No, listen. I've got one more thing to say about compliments, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that a lot of times, like even in our life with the three of us, we get into a place where all we're thinking about is the negative, right? So we're
Yeah.
only thinking about like what we're mad about or what we're frustrated about. But I think that exercise, Tori just asked us.
And so,
What'd you say?
what is
That's all I can think about.
That's all I can think
about, bro.
But I think that
Another film.
The other film?
Another film that I won't bring up.
Which one?
Look.
One that Mariah's defending on Instagram.
Oh. But I wouldn't finish my thought.
Oh, go ahead,
What I
Paul.
was saying is that we get so wrapped up in these that, like, even tonight, I noticed it was difficult for me to figure out a compliment.
Right,
Which,
right
once I
away.
start thinking about them, then I'm like, all these wonderful things about you guys that should be at the tip of my tongue all the time. Like what Tori said, like, what compliment do you think someone needs to hear more than they hear?
Uh-huh.
It's like, why am I not always thinking about that?
Right.
That's like huge.
Yeah.
It's like a huge lesson to learn. I hope you all learned something new
Leanne
about.
says gratitude changes your mindset and mood.
It's true.
Finally got back that smile.
Yeah, you finally got back that smile. Stream Katy Perry smile on iTunes.
Mariah said, "Wait, what? I couldn't understand. I couldn't hear what you said."
What I said was that we have a lot of times we will get wrapped up in the
No,
things.
I think she was talking about me, maybe.
Oh, you couldn't hear Matthew. Sorry, it is kind of hard. He's farther away from the mic.
In New Zealand, we have something called tall poppy syndrome, where people tend to talk down about themselves or brush off amazing things that they do because it seems vain to be proud of yourself. I get that. I do that.
But I think it's important to be proud of the things
yeah.
that you are good at. And not to necessarily, like, even tonight, it was so interesting. I was telling a story to this gentleman that we met that was Anne's best friend's husband. But we were talking about this dance class that we were in last night and how, like, why we pursued further dance at our age at Miller Marley. Like, why? What was the reasoning? And we were kind of giving him the backstory.
Oh.
And then...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Here, Paul, finish.
Oh, sorry. And so, but even in that, like, we continued to talk down about, like, okay, yeah, we're at the top, or like at the top of our class in this class, but now we're moving over here so that we're at the bottom or lower so that we're pushed to get better,
Yeah.
right? And then Luke was like, we're not that good. Don't get your, like...
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's okay to be proud of where you're at in this environment, but also I think it's good to give proper expectations.
Right.
But it's not like he's
Right.
going to be teaching us or anything.
That's true.
It was
yeah.
fine that you did that. I just
No,
was-
but I do
like,
that. That is something that
you
I
talk
do,
yourself
yeah.
down.
And I think Smay says it's silly because you should always be proud of yourself, and it's not a bad thing to be proud of yourself. Yeah, and I think for some reason there's some like idea that it's vain to be proud of yourself when that's not the same thing as bragging about what you're doing. Is one thing, but if you're to push yourself above someone, like
Yeah.
somebody else in that conversation or whatever,
Yeah.
to put somebody else down in that, yeah. But if you're just being proud of what you've done or an
Yeah.
accomplishment, like I brag on Paul all the time about everything we did with the daily vlog, and
Yeah.
and I didn't do that. I had nothing to do with that, so I wasn't like Paul learned how to edit like crazy fast because of the vlog and stuff.
I was saying earlier
Yeah,
that we focus on the negative, and I said like Rogue One and Solo, and another movie that I'm not going to bring up because Mariah was defending it on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said.
He was steamed about.
Ew, it's Steve. That's that movie
That
on
film.
Have a
Instagram.
nice day, and then all of a sudden Mariah's comment popped up on
And Matthew.
on a post, and I was like, "What is this?"
False modesty is really pushed upon Christian youth. Having an accurate and healthy sense of self is not pride.
Yes,
Very true.
amen.
That's huge.
Amen, amen, amen. Okay, guys, we are way over time.
I'm sorry. And I gotta go to bed. I'm.
Oh,
Tired.
guys, I'm gonna go ahead and really quick, just because I know this has been a crazy stream. Please go ahead
And send a prayer
we
request.
stand being proud of ourselves.
Yes.
Yes, more for me.
If you do have anything going on in your life, please tell us about it. We'd love to hear about it.
Yes.
Luke's gonna go ahead and pray.
Go ahead and drop those prayer requests below if you have them. If you have just something going on that you want us to think about or pray about for you,
Yeah.
go ahead and drop that there. I'm gonna go ahead and give a general prayer while you guys do that, and just pray for all of y'all who are still on the stretch out tonight. Let's go to the Lord.
Thank you,
in
Smay, for coming.
prayer. Father God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for everybody who's on this stream tonight. I thank you for Smay getting to reconnect with her, for Owen, Mariah, Tori, Audrey's on here too, Leanne, and everybody else who joined. I think that Chris is on, and just everybody who's on tonight, God.
Owen.
I think I said Owen. Anyway, whoever's on, the 11 people on tonight, I pray you'll bless them, each and every one of them today as they go about their lives in different ways. I pray that you'll use them in miraculous ways. Show your light to them in each and every way. I pray that you'll bless any illness or sickness, mental health, or physical ailments, anything that's going on in people's lives, work, jobs, stress. I just pray that you will be with each and every one of our friends out there, God. I thank you for this platform. I pray that you'll bless us in our relationship. Help us to remember to compliment, to lift each other up, to
Yeah.
bear each other's burdens and lift each other up. and also to appreciate what people are good at and to just be better about that. Thank you so much for Tori and bringing up all those great questions and just starting all that great conversation.
Yeah.
God, just really appreciate her and her mindfulness in her questions. Well, thanks to everybody who was interacting with us tonight and making tonight just an amazing time. Thank you for our class. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to afford to go take dance classes. And thank you for that position that you've given us and the joy and the passion and the drive that you've given us to dance. And I pray that you'll bless our time at Miller Marley, bless our witness there, and our attitudes. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
And give us enough energy to practice while we're at home for both these classes and our Miller Marley and our like Becky classes, so that we can actually do better at those. And Stream Smile on iTunes.
Smile by Katy Perry on iTunes.
Yeah.
It was so good to catch up with y'all. Smay, it was so good to have you on the stream tonight. That was really, really a special thing for me. I haven't heard from you. I watched your vlogs, but it's been really fun. It's been really fun to have you on the stream tonight. Tori said her grandma's been struggling the last few days. She lost her husband this year, and it's been really hard for her. We'll be praying for grandma. She is. I can't even imagine. Stephanie said her grandmother was admitted a few days ago with pneumonia, negative for COVID, but she's very, very sad right now, and talking about ready to be in heaven. That's really hard.
It's a hard place to be. I understand.
Yeah, that's tough. Well, guys, we thank you so much for joining us on the stream tonight. I hope that you will join us again next week for another live stream. If we end up getting pushed, and it'll probably be a few weeks before this happens.
Yeah.
We might have to figure out what to do about the live stream.
Push it a little later.
Push it a little later. We'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
Keep connected on Instagram.
If you jump on and you're like, where's this live stream? Check our Instagram stories. We will keep you updated.
Yeah,
there.
we'll keep you updated if we can. You keep Finn and I company. Oh, hi Finn!
I love
that's so
Finn.
precious. I always enjoy being here. Y'all are great and amazing people and always funny. Have a good one, everyone. Alrighty, guys. We'll talk to you all in another video real soon. Don't die.
Okay, bye. Oh, so we normally cover up the camera like this.
Boom.
Too soon.